Hi! Today I'm organizing my makeup collection. I am really not excited about this, but it has to be done. I am not gonna declutter anything just because most of my makeup is pretty new to me and I really don't have anything to declutter. So let's get into it. So I'm gonna show you the state of my drawers right now so we can have a nice before and after. Here's the first drawer. Everything is also slipping and sliding, so I bought this non-slip thing that I'm gonna put underneath of all these containers. So here I usually keep my foundations, my eyebrow stuff, my concealers, and my primers. But I also just randomly put a palette there and a few blushes. Okay, this is the second drawer. As you can see, everything is really moving around because I don't have anything underneath of these containers. Here I keep my blushes, my bronzers, my powders, more blushes, and my highlighters. This is the third drawer. Here I keep all of my eyeshadow palettes and my eyeliners as well. This is also quite messy. I only have one more drawer with makeup. This is this one right here. Here I keep my lip products, and I also have a random Call Beauty order right there. And the last two drawers I'm not going to show you. It's a real mess there. I just keep everything in there. My hairsprays, hair gels, hair tools, just a lot of everything. So I'm not going to show you that. And now let's start with the organization. Okay, I think I'm gonna take everything out. Gonna place this right here, and now I'm not sure how I want to do this. I think I like this container for my foundations. I'm just gonna take them out, so I think I'm just gonna keep them in the same spot. I don't own that many foundations. I have two of my Healthy Mix foundations. I have a darker shade and a lighter shade. Then I have two of my Dior Forever Skin Glow foundations. I'm just gonna put them here. Then I have this Wet n Wild foundation, my NARS foundation, and the Say foundation. I also have this Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator, so I'm just gonna put that right there. This is definitely too big for my foundations now, but I don't have a smaller container. Okay, I took my powders out of the second drawer, and I also took these blushes, and I think I'm gonna use this container for my powders. So let me just move these. And I think I'm gonna store the powders next to my foundations right now. I think that just makes more sense. For powders, I don't have that many either. I have this Essence powder I never really use. I only use it to set my eyelids. Then I have two of my Wet n Wild powders. I'm just gonna keep them there. Then I have my LYS pressed powder, my Kosas Cloud Set, and I have two loose powders. I have this Huda Beauty powder in the shade Pound Cake, and I have the Makeup Forever Ultra HD powder. I think that's all the powders I have. Let me just try and make them fit here nicely. Now, should I put my concealers with my foundations because I don't have that many? I think that might work. For concealers, I have my Maybelline concealer, my L'Oreal concealer, another Maybelline concealer. This one is too dark for me, so I don't really use it. Then I have my Rare Beauty eye brightener and my Milk makeup concealer. Is that all the concealers I have? Oh no. I have these two mini NARS concealers. I don't know if I like this. I mean, should I keep it like this for now, or is it a bit too cluttered? Huh. I'm gonna think about that. Now let me move on to primers. Oh, I forgot, I also have this NARS concealer, but this one is too dark for me as well, so I don't use this either. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a bit too cluttered. I don't like that. So I do think I'm gonna move my concealers back to this situation here. I'm just not sure. Well, maybe like this. Let me try it like that. Okay, I'm gonna put the NARS concealer here, and I also have this Charlotte Tilbury color corrector. I'm gonna put that here as well. Let me just move these concealers here. Okay, I think that's better now. Okay, now I'm gonna put this here, and I'm gonna put my primers here. For primers, I have my Milk Hydro Grip. I have this Fenty Beauty Ease Droplet. I have this Essence thing. I should probably declare this, but I do want to film a products I regret buying videos, so that's why I'm gonna keep this. And I also have this Wet n Wild Impossible Primer. I do have two more primers that I haven't tried yet. This is the Rare Beauty Illuminating Primer, I think. Yes. And also this Glowish Blur Gem. But I think I want to have a separate container for products that I haven't tried yet, just so it's less confusing to me. So I'm just going to take one of these, and I'm going to put the products that I haven't tried yet here. I also have this Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer, so I think I'm just going to put that with my concealers as well. Okay, let me see if this could fit here. Okay, that is almost perfect. There, I'm going to keep my moisturizers. I have my Embryolisse moisturizer. I have a backup of my Embryolisse moisturizer. And then I have my Velleda Skin Food, and that is pretty much it for moisturizers. I do also have this Laneige sleeping mask, but I really don't like this product, but I'm gonna keep it again for that video, so I'm just gonna pop that right there as well. Okay, I found one more of these, so I think I'm just gonna keep my brow products here. Let me just separate this. And I'm gonna put it right here. I have two of my ABH brow pomades. And I also have my Benefit brow pomade. Then I have this Benefit brow setter and the Benefit Precisely My Brow pencil, yes. Okay, so it's gonna be pretty empty, and this here as well, so I might store my mascaras there. Oh, I do have one setting spray as well, so I'm just gonna put that here. I think I'm gonna put my mascaras here together with these brow products. For mascaras, I have my Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara, this Wet n Wild mascara. Okay, let me just, okay, I'm gonna put these here, and then my mascaras here. Then I have the waterproof version of that Maybelline mascara. I have this new Maybelline mascara. I have this Essence waterproof mascara and this Essence mascara. This one is empty, so I should also have a container for my empties. So I'm just gonna put this one on the side for now. Okay, I actually really like how this is looking now. It's so much better than it was. So I think this is gonna be it for this drawer right here. Now let me just take everything from this drawer. I'm gonna start with my highlighters because I already know they fit so perfectly into this. For highlighters, I have this Melt Cosmetics highlighter. Then I have the Rare Beauty Liquid Luminizer, the Rare Beauty Powder highlighter. I have my ColourPop highlighter. I have my Vive Skin Dew. I have my LYS highlighter and my Rose Ink highlighter. Let me just try and put this a bit nicer. Okay, I think that's better. I also have this milk highlighter that I haven't tried yet, so I'm just gonna put it in this container with the things I have not tried yet. Oh, I forgot these Say Glowy Super Gel, so I'm just gonna put this with my primers. I completely forgot about that. Oh, this looks even nicer now. That's cool. I'm not sure if I should use this container for bronzers or this one. Maybe let's try this one. Let me just move these to the side. Now for bronzers, I have my Glowish bronzer in the Huda Beauty cream bronzer. I have my Vive bronzer palette. I have my Wet n Wild bronzer. Then I have my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer and my L'Oreal bronzer. I'm just not sure how I'm gonna do that. And I also have my Rare Beauty bronzer stick. I really don't like how this is looking, so let me just try and kind of make it a bit nicer. Okay, that's a bit better. I have 3 more bronzers that I have not tried yet. I have this Fenty Beauty bronzer. I have a lot of Fenty stuff that I have not tried that I'm saving for a video. I have this Fenty Beauty matchstick, and I have this NYX bronzer stick that I haven't tried yet. I think that's all the bronzers in my collection right now. So let's see. Maybe this can be like this. Not really liking how this is looking, but let's just keep going. I'm gonna use this for my blushes as well. I just love blushes, so I do have quite a lot of blushes. I have 2 of these Patrick Ta blushes. These are quite chunky, so let's see how that's gonna go. Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna keep them for the end. I have 2 of the Patrick Ta blushes. I only tried the shade She's That Girl, and I also got the shade She's Baked. I haven't used this shade yet, so I'm gonna put it in my unused makeup. I also got 2 of the Pat McGrath blushes. I'm also saving them for a video, and I haven't used them yet, so I'm also gonna put them in that separate container. I have 2 of my Vive blushes. I have the shade Pesca and Piazza. Then I have for my melt blushes, let me quickly show you them. I have the shade Lynx, Pinched, Honey Thief, and Polished. Then I have 2 of these Benefit blushes. I have the shade Shelly, which is like a peachy shade. And I have Willa, which is one of my favorite blushes. Just not really sure how this is gonna work. Oh my god. Okay. I have 2 of these Glowish blushes. I have the shade Berry Juicy. So this is Berry Juicy, and I also have Healthy Peach. Just not really sure. Okay, maybe they can fit there. That's not really working out. Okay. And I have this Wet n Wild blush that I absolutely love. I have 3 of these Rose Ink blushes. I only tried one shade. I tried Delphine, but I think I'm gonna keep them all together. I just don't want to separate them. I have the shade Azalea, and I also have Foxglove. I don't want to separate them. I don't know. Then I have 3 of these Fenty Beauty blushes, but I haven't tried them yet. I really want to film a video with all of my Fenty Beauty products. I have the shades Rose Latte, Light Latte, Strawberry Drip. That's such a pretty shade. And I also have Summertime Wine. I have 3 of the Aware Beauty blushes. I have the shades Bliss, Joy, and Happy. I haven't tried Joy yet, but I'm just gonna keep it together with these. Then I have this Rare Beauty Melting Blush. I have mine in the shade Nearly Mauve. And I think the rest of cream blushes I haven't tried out yet, but let me just show you them. I have this Say blush that I really want to test out. And I have 2 of these Merit blushes that I haven't tried yet either, so I'm just gonna put them in that container. I also got this Dior blush. I haven't tried this either yet, so I'm quite excited about this. Actually, I might keep these things that I haven't tried yet here, just because I have some space here, so why not? And it's so pretty to look at. Okay, I think that is all for this straw. It definitely looks a lot better than it did. Now this straw is definitely the messiest. I don't know how I'm gonna go through this. Let me just take everything out first. I don't have that many eyeshadow palettes, and a lot of them I haven't tried yet, but I'm just gonna keep them all in the same space. I have 2 of the MIDI Natasha Denona palettes. I have the Retro and the Glam palette. I have not used these yet, and I really want to try them out. They look so pretty. Then I have this Huda Beauty Empowered palette. I haven't tried this yet either. That is so pretty as well. Ah! Okay. Then I have my Vive palette. This is the first one, the Essential palette. I love this palette. This is the perfect neutral palette in my opinion. I'm gonna keep that there. Then I have 2 of the Sigma palettes. I have the new Mod palette that I tried out this month, and I really like it. And this one I have not tried yet. This is the Ambiance. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but yeah. I need to try this one as well. Then I have 2 of my Melt Cosmetics palettes. I tried the Gemini 1, and I still have to try the Gemini 2 palette. I also have this ABH palette. I no longer support ABH, so this is brand new. I think I'm gonna try to sell it, or I'm gonna give it away to a friend, just because it's literally brand new and I'm just not gonna use it. So it is really pretty though, so that's sad. I'm just gonna keep it here for now. Then I have one Pat McGrath palette. I have not used this yet either. I really want to do a trying Pat McGrath videos, so I'm keeping this for that occasion, but I cannot wait to try this. This is the last Mothership she came out with. I'm just gonna put it, okay, maybe I'm just gonna put it like this. Now I have 2 ColourPop palettes. I have the Smoke and Roses palette, and then I have the That's Taupe palette. I also have this Huda Beauty Wild Jaguar palette. I haven't used this yet either. It's discontinued now, so I'm not even sure if I'm going to use it on camera, but it is a really pretty palette though. I also have one of these mini Charlotte Tilbury palettes. This is the Pillow Talk palette. I also have this Wet n Wild palette that I recently got. 4 of the Natasha Denona mini palettes. I have the mini Biba, mini bronze. This one is mini nude. And the one that I have not used yet is the mini glam. Maybe like that. I have 2 of these palettes that I no longer use, but I keep them for sentimental reasons, I guess. The first one is this Urban Decay Born to Run palette. This was such a hyped up palette back in the day, and I use it quite a bit. This might be my most used palette. I really like this palette. I'm not sure if you can get this either now, so I just keep it for memories. So I'm just gonna put that here. And the other palette, I have a Kylie Cosmetics palette, yes. This was my first high-end palette ever. I think this might be also my first hand purchase ever, so that is the only reason I'm keeping this palette. I mean, I really don't need this, but it is quite special to me, so I'm probably gonna keep this forever. I also just keep all of my packaging in there. I don't know, all of these palettes are just so special to me. As you can see, I don't have that many. I just kind of started building my collection, and a lot of them are new, and I just like to keep all of the packaging. It just, I don't know, it is very special to me. So I'm just gonna put that in the back. I also have a extra of the Gemini palette because mine came broken, and they kindly sent me a new one, so I'm keeping this as well. And now I have this container with my liquid eyeshadows, my eyeliners, my lash glue. I'm just gonna put my lashes there as well. I have one more of the eyeliner. Okay, I have this eyeliner as well. I have one more of the glow shots, so I'm just gonna put that there. And now where do I keep this? Well, maybe here. Okay, I think that looks good enough. It is looking so much better. Now let's get into the last drawer. I really don't have that many lip products. I'm just gonna quickly take everything out. And here's my hair again. I also had this Call Beauty box from my Call Beauty order when I got my NARS foundation. And I also got 2 of these LYS products. I got the bronzer and the cream blush. I need to test this. I'm only gonna keep my lip products here. I don't own that many lip products at all, but let me just quickly go through them. I have 2 of these Vive lipsticks. I have the shade Treasure, which is a really nice nude shade. And then I have the shade 90s, which is quite a brown shade. So I'm just gonna pop them right here, let's say. Then I have 2 of the Rare Beauty matte lipsticks. I have the shade Wise. And I also have the shade Lively. Gonna keep those there. Then I have the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. This is in the shade Pillow Talk. Gonna keep that, I don't know, here. Now I have 2 of these Wet n Wild High Shine lipsticks. I have this one. This is in the shade Tangerine the Alarm. And I have this one. This is the shade Jam with Me. So I'm just gonna put them there. Now I have this Vive Lip Dew. This one's in the shade Rosa. Okay, I might just keep that with the Vive lipsticks. I have this Essence gloss. Then I have this Iconic London Melting Touch thing that I absolutely hate. I'm gonna keep that in the back here. Then I have the Rare Beauty lip balm. This one is in the shade Nearly Neutral. Okay, that's kind of not really fitting here, but let's just pretend it does. I also have this Fenty Beauty lip stain that I have not tested out yet, so I'm gonna You know what? I might move that container here because it's quite empty here. Let me just do that. So here are all of the products that I have not tried out yet. So I'm just gonna pop that right there. And the last product I have is this Wet n Wild Cloud Pad in the shade Marsh to My Mellow. I think that's all of my lip products. I really don't own that many. I have some extra of these containers, so I'm just gonna keep them here. And I also have these two products that I haven't tested out yet, so that's gonna go here as well. Okay, I messed that up. And I may also keep some of my empties here. I have this mascara that's empty, why not? I also found my SPF on my desk, so I'm just gonna put that, I don't know, here. Well, now that's looking a bit cluttered. Okay. So this is a backup. I'm gonna put it here. Okay, that's better. Well, let me just go through the draws. I think I'm the most happy with this draw. I just love how organized and how full it is. This is definitely my fullest draw. So I have my foundations here, my powders, my concealers, my primers, and my one setting spray that I have, my mascaras, my brow pomades, my backup of my Embryolisse moisturizer, and then I have here my SPF and my moisturizers. This drawer is quite empty, but it is my favorite because it contains my blushes in these two containers, my bronzers, and my highlighters. This one is looking pretty organized as well. I'm so happy about this. Just keep my eyeshadow palettes here, the ones that I don't use, and my liquid eyeshadows and my eyeliners. This is the last one. Okay, this was really successful, and I also feel like I did this pretty quickly. I have my lip products here. This is quite empty. I really want to grow my lip collection this year, and I have a bunch of products that I haven't tested out yet, but it's mostly blushes, I think. And I just have some extra containers here and my one empty product. I am really happy how this went. I feel like I did it quite quickly, and I'm really happy how my collection is looking now. It's really organized. I can see everything. I separated the products that I have not tried yet. I feel like it's looking so much better, and I am so happy. So I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.